Thank you.
I'm just a cyborg doing what they tell me.
Okay. And we're live on YouTube. All right. Go. Go, go, go. It's go time. You're going to... Yes? Stretch. Az autót nyom meg. Hello, we are...
Hello.
Are we live? Yes, we're live.
We are live.
Finally, again, I'm back to the set. It's so good. Hi, Rob, again.
Hey, Rico. We're back. We're back from Denmark, both of us.
Yes, Denmark and Poland and everywhere. I mean, I've been traveling all around.
I only went to Copenhagen. Well, that was just me.
Okay.
But actually, I went to Copenhagen when Rico came back. So,
yeah. So we have a bit of different experience.
Yeah, but I think it's... Hold on a second. Sorry, it's just, you know... You guys are used to this. We're doing everything on the fly. Yeah. So, how was Copenhagen for you?
Cold.
Cold.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold. Though I was prepared for that because the week before I was in Poland and I didn't went very prepared for the cold.
Yeah.
And it was a bit suffering. And then I was like Copenhagen, and I lived in Copenhagen for 5 months already, like back in 4 years ago. I was like, I'm not going to do this same mistake. I'm going prepared. And I went with layers. I looked like an onion, you know, like first layer, second layer, third layer, and you know, all the layers. So it was okay.
Same thing here. It was cold, but I really prepared for it. I had layers. I had sweatshirt, vest, jacket, windbreaker, hat, scarf. Oh, definitely. If you go to Copenhagen, you have to bring a scarf.
Yes.
Scarf and gloves, they really make the difference, and a hat or a beanie or something.
Yeah.
It's really cold, but it's nice and warm here now after that.
Oh my God, this is summer.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm like, oh yeah, we are living in Hungary, it's chilly, yay. And then we arrive to Copenhagen, fucking freezer. It's so insane.
Yeah, because we both went from really summer, because it was summer in the days before, to really cold.
I mean, it's now November, man. What's going on with the world? And they said no global warming. My abs. You know, there is no global warming. I mean, it's November, and I just see the leaves falling now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Actually, I saw. I don't know what tree it was, but it was coming out with buds. Like the leaves were falling off and the buds were already sprouting. It was, wow, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with nature? So back to Copenhagen.
Yep.
And the cold, but the Dutch, they don't screw around with heat. Heat is there if you need it. I mean, in the apartment where we stayed, it was.
But you said Dutch.
Dutch? Oh, sorry. The Danish. Sorry. The Danish.
Yes, they don't screw around with heating. I mean, my theory is that, okay, so it's an environment that outside is not very friendly, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, they have to make everything very friendly inside.
Yeah.
So it's cozy and warm, and I mean, I was just explaining this to a friend of mine the other day, and she was like, oh, how is Copenhagen? Ever been there? And I said, yes, it's very, very cold, very, very windy, which makes it even worse. But you know, everything inside is very good. So imagine, you're in a bus, you're waiting for the bus. It's windy as hell. You know, the wind penetrates, the cold penetrates your layers, and you're like, oh my God, if I stay here 5 more minutes, I'm going to really, really have hypothermia. And then the bus arrives. Everything is nice and warm, and the seats have cushions. It's full of cushion. You don't see the plastic.
Yes.
It's amazing. And then you sit down and it's nice and warm, and you even unzip a little just, you know, to feel.
Oh, I was taking off.
Yeah.
I was taking off layers when I was in the bus because it was so warm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you're like, oh, my phone battery is dying. And then what do? There is a plug for your phone in the bus.
I didn't need to do that, but there are chargers in the
There
bus.
are chargers in the bus. You can just plug your cable, and you're covered. And there is a TV in the bus. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's basically advertisement, but they use the TVs not only to show the places,
Yeah,
but
and
also
use.
they really use it. Like
Yeah.
it's media, right? So everything that is inside is very much used for a purpose and monetized, and it's great, and you feel like it's awesome.
Yeah, everything is very. What came to me is Dutch. Why am I saying Dutch? Danish.
Do you want to go there? Maybe no.
Yeah, I want to go to. I want to go back to Holland. Yeah, sure. So the thing is, everything is amazingly designed.
Yes.
Design is everywhere.
Everywhere.
And you feel good because your environment is just beautiful. They have very good seats. They're in love with chairs. The Danish are in love with chairs.
Yeah.
Design chairs. And everything is very well structured. The public transportation is awesome.
It is.
We had the Copenhagen card. So that's like a city card, like the Budapest card or the Amsterdam card or whatever. If you go to Copenhagen to visit as a tourist, buy the card. It's the easiest way to get around. It was like a VIP pass to everywhere. You just showed the card and like, okay, beep, beep, go. On the public transportation, they didn't even check the card. They just saw that you had it and just go. I don't think the Danish do what Hungarians do, not pay for public transportation. And
No,
get
they
on.
don't. They don't.
It just doesn't even occur to them
Yeah.
that you should just do it for free.
That's something that came to me when I was there for the first time. It's a society it's built based on trust, completely.
Yeah.
And it's overwhelming for me because I come from a country where children are corrupted. It's like, wow. And there was this one day we were walking on the streets, and this is quite common in Europe actually, but for me at that time it was like, why is this happening? So streets, and the clothing was outside, and there was no one outside. It's a clothing store, and there is the clothing outside, but there is no one outside looking at the clothes, right? And you're like, okay, I can just simply take a shirt and run. But no one does that because they trust.
Yeah.
And why in earth would you take a shirt and run? Like they think like that, and that's awesome. And that comes also because I don't want to go in politics, or especially politics from Denmark, because I'm not a specialist, but their system is really like, you have like a flat average income, and that flat average income is saying, let's say, that even if I just swipe floors, my salary is not going to be that much different from a person that is a CEO of a company. There is a difference, of course there is a difference. But in the terms of living, it's not that different.
Work is work.
Work is work, and they respect that. It's amazing. It's so amazing.
I had an interview with some Hungarians in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit slow because I'm still sleeping, I think, because it was a lot of sightseeing that we did, a lot. So, yeah, I had an interview with some Hungarians, and they said that the social net is really good, and they have scholarship programs for the young. So it's a very well-structured society. And yeah, I can full-heartedly recommend Copenhagen to visit.
It is amazing. It's an amazing city. It's an amazing culture. I think that
It's just the
Apart
language
from
is
the
really,
yeah.
the language is really hard. Don't even try to decode it, because what they write is not what they speak. It's just what?
Yeah. This is an A. No, it's an O. It's like, how do you do that?
Plus, even if you know what the letters actually sound like, the writing, they don't pronounce all the letters.
No.
And they don't, there is no logic to their insanity. It's like, it's probably because this is a very old language and they go by tradition. So I guess the writing is really old, but the spoken language has evolved, and they just scrape some things off.
You know
of
this
it.
thing that in Hungary,
Yes.
if you are in Budapest and you go to, I don't know, Szeged.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a city. Sometimes if you speak with a person, they will not really understand you. There is this saying, right, that even Hungarians can't understand each other if
Because of the dialect?
if they are from apart, right? But in Denmark, it's so true. If you are in Aalborg, which is a city in the north, and you go back to Copenhagen, the same word is not, it's written the same, but it's not said the same.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, how do you cope with that?
Well, the country consists of islands. So a lot of island people means a lot of dialects, because those little confined spaces will evolve to have a separate language than the other little island, and they don't mix a lot. Well, they didn't mix a lot in the old days, but I guess there's a Danish that is taught in school, and then they have their own dialects. But it's really, it's amazing. It's so hard.
I saw a picture the other day on the internet, and it was saying that how Danish people speak. And it's like, you start with what you see, like you say what you're writing, and then after you eat some letters, and then in the end you speak like a drunk person, and he's like...
Yeah, that's what we concluded, that it sounds like drunken German and Dutch mixed together. And there's some thing that nobody has in their language. It's very funny and very ununderstandable at the same time. Actually, the written Dutch, the written Danish. Sorry, Dutch people, and sorry, Danish people at the same time.
You know what, Rob? We should go to Dutchland. Dutchland, yeah.
Netherlands.
Holland, Netherlands.
Yes.
The Netherlands, yes. We should go there, and we make a show there, so you can say that they are Danish.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, the written Danish, you can guess what's what if you know English and German. You can kind of guess, but from the spoken, not so much.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, Copenhagen, awesome. Danish people, awesome. Go to Copenhagen, visit Denmark.
Be prepared. Cold is everywhere.
Yes, be prepared for the cold, and be prepared for niceness and structure and everything.
You know when in Game of Thrones they say winter is coming, like in Denmark, winter is just there. They just laugh at that saying.
But the thing is, it's not that cold. It's just the icy wind that makes it that cold, because the temperature difference from day to night is not that much. I mean, it was 12-ish when we were out there, 11, 12-ish, and the night was 8, 9. So it's not that much.
Yeah, but the wind is a big problem. If you think about it, that makes it really, really, really worse, because it's the whole thing is hitting you with cold, and there is no layers that can protect you from that. It's just freezing.
One more thing, they swim in the sea there.
I know. I've done that.
I've done that. You done it?
I did it in.
Oh my God.
I did it in February.
Why?
Because I had a sweetheart, and she was a crush, and
You had something to prove?
she brought me. It was a sunny day. It was like I don't know.
Did she go in?
We went in together.
Oh, wow.
It was one of the most amazing experiences. But yeah, something that I did with a little bit of regret.
Yeah, so they swim. I mean, dude, hats off, dude. Really.
Yeah.
We went to Malmo too. The Swedes and the Danish swim in that strait, and it's like
Why you do that?
15, 17 degrees in the summer.
Yeah.
In the summer. All right, so bye guys. I think this was a chaotic show, but
I think it was
I
just
blame
nice.
it on the jet lag and stuff, even though there was no jet lag. So bye everybody. We'll
See you
be
guys.
back next. Are we gonna be back?
Yeah, sure. Next week,
Wednesday?
next Wednesday,
Okay.
and we are going to be back with the student organizations.
Awesome.
With here at Abimato.
Okay.
See you.
See you.
He didn't talk about the time.